Hey there, everybody. It is 2:23 UTC and gathering together again for a live stream of Astronomy Daily Live. Hey, everybody. I was just out taking my calibration data for this evening. Yeah, been watching the clouds all day long, sort of hoping that it was going to be clear, hoping. And yes, the sky did open up. Um, Not too surprising, but there's no moon out, at least not for a while. And looking at the sky just now outside, it looks to be very steady. So the seeing is, I think, going to be pretty awesome. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good night to collect some more data. Probably I'm going to focus in on M37 again. It's still up relatively high. Um, Probably also trying. Well, there's M36, M40 or M37, M46 is still over there, relatively high. Um, but then I'll probably shoot for like M67, which is a excuse me, which is a much looser open. Whoa, a much looser open cluster. Uh, just catch a few stars there. But yeah, anything is better than nothing at this point. I can also practice driving a little bit too. That is guiding. So we'll see how that all goes. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good session here. I'm probably not going to go incredibly late. Of course, I say that now, and then I get going, right? I get going, and I get into it. I get into the groove. Start collecting a lot of images. Maybe there's little problems that I want to overcome, and try. I mean, primarily what I'm after still is how to best at this point manually guide. See if I can do that. So I'm definitely going to be doing some experiments tonight with some longer exposures while manually guiding to see if I can do that or not. And the thing of it is, is that we humans have been manually guiding our telescopes for the past 100-ish years or so. It's only in the last 20 years or so, 25, something. Well, professionally, it probably goes back to the 70s and 80s. So yeah, 40 years or so. But um, in terms of smaller, um, non-professional telescopes, not at any major observatories, having access to um, auto guiding is something relatively new. 10 years, 20 years or so. So I don't feel too bad not yet being able to do that. No sweat. I think I've got to I've got to install some new software on my machine in order to be able to talk both to my camera and to the telescope. I need actually two pieces of software there. One is the software that'll control the camera itself, and the other one is the software that will do the auto guiding and send commands to the telescope mount via this this other um, camera control software. Um, send commands to the telescope mount to make those slight little corrections to keep the telescope aligned. So you know, it tracks relatively well, but it doesn't track any better. No, I don't want you to do that. I've got a friend in here tonight. She's trying to drink out of my mug of dihydrogen oxide tonight because I need the energy. Cheers. Oh, I need to hello Samantha Connor. Nice for you to stop by, join in the circle. Gonna lurk around. Cool. Well, it's you know, changing the format here a little bit, going a little bit shorter on these live streams, just to sort of see how that goes. No real rhyme or reason except that, you know, I'm trying to make these live streams better and better and better every single day. And so I'm experimenting with a slightly shorter format. Tonight, you know, I'm sort of anxious to get out. It's still light out here, so cheers. Do you want to say hi to the camera? There she is. She's not too happy about being on camera. Hello there. This is Agatha. Hello, Agatha. Yeah, she just wants the water in my mug. That's all she wants. She's not too happy any other time. Anyway, so yeah, anxious to get out, doing some observing tonight, collecting data. I mean, you know, I'm not observing per se. Um, I am collecting data because I'm trying to characterize this telescope system. I want to see how good it is, how awesome it actually is in terms of being able to measure the positions of targets and also measure their brightnesses. Uh, and so, yeah, I've got two sets of um, data now. One set, a small set, I've looked at, and I'm um, getting an accuracy there of about between a quarter and a third of a magnitude, plus or minus about a quarter of a magnitude or so. But that data set, the seeing was pretty bad, and it's a pretty small sample. The second data set that I am working on now is a larger sample. And what I mean by sample size is that this first set was 20 images that I can either look at individually or stacked, right? I can stack them up. The second set of data is 100 images, so five times as many images that I will also be able to stack. But I've had to write some more software in order to deal with that stacking because I'm having to deal with the tracking, which is sort of, you know, not really this bad, but you know, I've got to be able to register these things, right? Shift them all to sort of a reference. Because it's an altitude azimuth mount, there's also field rotation. So I have to choose a reference image, which I've just chosen to be my first image of the stack, right? So that I use as a reference. And then I choose 3 stars in that field of view. And I say, okay, in the next image, I want you to find those 3 stars, okay? Find star number 1, 2, and 3, right? And then move the entire take star number 1 and see how far it's moved relative to the first image, and then shift the second image over. Then using those 2 other stars, I can calculate rotation. Hold on one second. Hold on. These kitty alerts. All right. So using those 2 other stars, I can figure out what the rotation is. So I can shift, I can rotate, and then I can add. Shift, rotate, add for all 100 images. And we'll see what happens with those too. I know that the seeing was slightly better, so I'm hoping that the accuracy is also better. If a quarter or a third of a magnitude is as bad as it gets, then I'm a pretty happy camper. So I'd like to see, about a tenth of a magnitude, maybe even less. That's, for a tenth magnitude star, that's 1% photometry. So that's pretty darn good. What, for a 14th, let's see, got to grab my handy dandy calculator. All good scientists have a calculator, an actual calculator, physical calculator within arm's reach, right? At any time, right? So a tenth of a magnitude for like a 14th magnitude star is 0.7%. So that's a hard task. That's a hard task. What I'm seeing now is about, well, with the pretty poor data I've got, I'm seeing about like 4% photometry. So overall, so that's still not great. But as I said, the second data set that I've got from March 29th, I think the seeing was a little bit better. Tonight, the seeing does look pretty nice. There's no wind, there's no moon. It's going to be dark. It's going to be steady. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. What I thought that I would do tonight is I'm having a lot of fun over on cloudynights.com. And I thought there are some really, really, really awesome astrophotographers over there. And I've been seeing some really, and you know, good astrophotography is sort of relative, right? If you're new to it, then your results may not be quite as good as somebody who's been doing it for 1,000 years, right? So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to share my screen now so I don't forget, because I will forget. So go to infinity. We're going to hide that. I've got to log in here, and I think it's I think I'm using my my old standard cosmic lettuce. Welcome to the lettuce bin, Uncle Bill. I think that's That's great. It's got such a quirky connotation, right? The lettuce bin. So let's see. What I've been doing is just sort of looking at the new content, and let's just let's just take a tour of some images that have recently been taken. Now, you know, I don't think that there's any problem with me doing this on this live stream or anything. I mean, I'm giving full credit. Um, and for what it's worth, a little bit of exposure too, pun intended. Um, so, you know, I guess if anybody has a problem with me showing somebody else's images off on a live stream, they can let me know, and I will do what I can to either not do that kind of thing, or I mean, if necessary, remove video. Whatever. But we're just looking here, and these people are posting these images so people can look at them. So I don't think that there's a problem, but I mean, I'm giving full credit, right? This is cloudynights.com. Very, very awesome, very, very active astronomical forum. Um, Mainly new people and um, amateurs. Haven't seen the signs of any pros really here. Um, Pros, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is above most pros, but I can tell you as a professional, okay, as a professional myself, I am happy to be on this. So I think it's great. I think it's great. But I'm not your usual professional either. So anyway, let's look at NGC 6826. This is an image that just came down. Um, when did he post this? Okay, today about I don't know if this timestamp is exactly right or not. That might be an hour earlier than my time. But anyway, what they usually do is they're very, very awesome. They they describe exactly what kind of equipment they have, right? So he is using a 10-inch Meade um, LX80. It looks like it's on a German equatorial mount using this kind of camera, this temperature. So he's got it nice and cold. He's using a sky glow filter. He's got a he's got a guide scope. Here are the exposures. So he took 19 60-second exposures of the object itself, right, of the field of view that contains the object. He took 32 60-second flats and 32 quarter-second t-shirt flats. Now, t-shirt flats is exactly how I take my flats too. What you do, at least what I do, is I take a white t-shirt and I put that over the front of the telescope tube, and then I bungee cord it closed and make it nice and flat, and I aim the telescope sort of towards the sunset, the bright part of the sunset, and take my flats that way. So he's in a red zone, which means he's in a really, really, really bright, bright place. So, like a city, or, near a city, right? 18 .5 magnitudes per square arc second is really, really, really bright. Okay. I'm my location here, I'm typically about 22, maybe 23 or so. So I'm like, 4 magnitudes fainter than this guy, which is what, 4 to the 2.5. So 32 times darker. I'm 32 times darker than this guy, but that's just me bragging. Um, so most of these shots are really, really good, especially see this guy. Okay, so he's down in Miami Valley. I don't know if that's like Miami, Florida, or if it's a different Miami. There's a Miami, Arizona, just to the north of me, I think. Um, but anyway, so maybe he's down in Florida. So this is a person named Jay Graham. Jay Graham took this image, um, and it looks like it's just doesn't look like, well, there is color. There is color. So I'm not quite sure how he's getting the color here, but there it is. There it is. This is, what is this? NGC 6826. He's calling it the blinking planetary. Yeah, I remember that. Now, if he's photographing this now, this is in the constellation of Cygnus, he says, and Cygnus is up in the well, not exactly yeah, I would say the morning. So he's getting up early, 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 um, actually collecting all of his images here. Um, and then as the sun is rising, he's taking his flats. So let's see. Right. I mean, it's a planetary nebula. This, um, as the story goes, this is the remnant of a star that has gone nova. This is similar, at least again, as our current um, um, understanding goes, this is how our sun is going to end up as a planetary nebula. So this stuff around this central star here is just the atmosphere, the outer layers of a star that hasn't really exploded, but um, it has had somewhat of a core collapse, which causes a bounce, which sends a shock wave out and blows all this uh, all this stuff out. Um, Sometimes in a nice spherical thing like this, but I think if we click on this, we'll be able to zoom in a little bit more and see it. So that's pretty. It's pretty. You're seeing some interesting structure here. Now, the hallmarks of a good astrophoto is nice pointy stars, nice dots, and these look pretty good. You can see, I hope you can see at least there's some color here, right? This one's sort of reddish. This one's a little bit red. This one's blue. Um, this one's maybe yellowish, orangish or so. It looks like the seeing wasn't all that great either, and now I'm being really picky. I mean, extremely, extremely picky, because this is a very awesome, awesome shot. But it's sort of looking like uh, he's either got some bad seeing or he's not quite in focus. And focus is hard. Focus is really, really hard. It's nothing that you can do about the seeing per se, but look at the detail in here. Look at these knots in here. Look at that little ring structure inside of there. Isn't that fantastic? These aren't just normal boring events. These are, I mean, if if this was our sun and we were on the earth, this would be a cataclysm, right? This would be, I mean, this is the end of the earth, right? So you know, it looks very, very calm and neat and everything else, but it's extremely dynamic, extremely, extremely. But that's a pretty, pretty picture. Nice color. So I'm not quite sure. It's this this camera, this ASC, I'm sorry, um, ASI 071 MC Pro must be a color camera of some sort. I don't know. I don't know enough about uh, that camera, but nice, nice, great shot. That's a beauty, John. Nice job. You can see a detail near the center. Uh, yeah, very, very cool. All right, well let's look at some more pictures. I love pictures. Haven't you noticed that I just love pictures? Let's see. Looking for pictures. Saw some nice Jupiter shots the other day. Let's see. As you can see, this is a very, very active forum. I mean, I just clicked on this, and there's already a page, uh, new page. Corner, trying to collimate an older C8. Astro Video Image Gallery. That might be interesting eventually. But I want to see actual pictures. Dun, 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 dun. Leo Triplet. Yeah, I think he was complaining about not being able to see all three of them. Let's see here. Uh-oh, I think I'm going to have to play doorman to one of the kitties. Let me, oh, are we there? See, these were all posted just in the past couple of hours. Here's Leo Triplet. Let's see if that's okay. This is the guy that's having the problem with being able to see the Leo Triplet from Chicago. Hey, but I really, really like um, Cloudy Nights. Let's see. Samantha asks, do they make optical splitters for astrophotography? Running a pair of cameras, sensors from one tube. Not quite sure why you would want to do that, Samantha. Um, the I guess, I mean, regardless of why you would want to do that, splitters are, of course, going to cut the light in half. You know, the intensity of the light in half, because half the light is going to be going one way, and half the light is going to be going the other. But curious as to why you're asking that. I'm not quite sure. Um, I'm not quite sure what use that would be. So let me know. Let me know. I'll try to clarify that a little bit. So here's a Jupiter image. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so this is the same guy, John Graham, right? John Graham. Same scope, same camera. Now this is black and white. So yeah, I don't know. So this is a stack of 192 still frames. Um, and he's got a couple of moons, and it looks like a shadow. So it looks like Ganymede and Ganymede's shadow, and then Io over here. And again, you can see some nice detail. Let's zoom in on that. Nice detail on the planet itself. Pretty good stack. Pretty good stack. Not too bad. You can see quite a bit of detail there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Conceptualizing the idea of running video recorder alongside a still camera. Um, okay, cool. I fully endorse that idea. Yeah, you just have to find a um, splitter, which yeah, Samantha, look around. I know for a fact that for like optical experiments and um, those kinds of things. Uh, for sure, there are splitters like that. I'm trying to think of what. Yeah, just look around, but I would think that something like that could certainly be done. But yeah, I think that's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. I like it. Okay, so NGC 2244, first time newbie. Okay, so this is supposedly this person's first astrophoto, thermal seeker. Okay, thermal seeker. Um, let's see. Doesn't say what. Oh, maybe this is the kind of telescope. Anyway, doesn't particularly matter. Check it out. Oh, this is the Rosette Nebula. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's got some pretty bright sky, but nice detail. Nice detail. Seeing some pretty round looking stars. Maybe some fuzz around them a little bit, some fuzzy fuzz. But again, that's nitpicking. That's nitpicking. I'm not able to do this kind of stuff. I mean, I don't have the equipment, but yeah, this is not easy. This is not easy. Nice detail though. Look at all that. We're way out here. Way out here. So I didn't see using some kind of a filter, a CLS CCD filter. I'm not quite sure what that is, but nice, 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 nice. Okay, so he did a little screenshot of his processing software here, getting focus. Yeah, see, they're saying exactly the same thing, that the red channel seems to be coming out. It shouldn't be a pale red. It should be nice and black. Um, uh, Astro software will get you most of the way, but you really need Photoshop to close the final gap and deliver everything possible from your image. Um, so yeah, I'm not quite sure if this is if this is the same image that Night Guy has sort of reprocessed or not. Night Guy is in Arizona. I should look him up, see where he is. Maybe we can hook up at some point. Um, you do have some great data there. Yeah, uh, getting better at processing. Um, cool, cool. So uh, D D row is suggesting that what was his name? Thermal Seeker post his actual raw data, so others can grab it and mess around, with it and just see how good, because at least according to these guys, um, Thermal Seeker has some pretty good data. um, yeah, wasn't he saying that the seeing was like zero point 0.4 arc seconds? That's scary awesome. Yeah, that's scary awesome seeing. Let's see. So looks like good data there. It's just a matter of processing to get the image to pop. Um, cool. Astro Angler. Nice capture. Welcome. Thermal Seeker, grab another 45 frames to get this. Wow, all right. So he did it again. Okay, so this actually goes back. I haven't been looking at the timestamps here. This started on the 8th of March, so that was a month ago, right? So we're going to go through his entire process here. You have a little bit more data, not so much. Thanks. Okay, and that's it for now. Thanks. You can really stretch the crap out of it. Kudos. Pretty good. Pretty good. Can't complain about that. There's some really amazing, talented, passionate people out there. I'm so envious. Um, because I mean, I've got a passion, of course, but wow, these folks are just mind blowing. Here's Mars. Let's look at Mars from March 3rd. Is there anything here to see? Only average seeing. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's pretty scary looking. Can do better. They'll get better. Got to start somewhere, right? So don't don't worry. You know, if you start doing astronomical things and it's a disaster, it's sort of a bummer. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Keep going. Just keep going. Have a blast. Have fun. Enjoy. Be intense, but you don't need to be incredibly serious unless you want to be. I'm just looking for more pictures. Pictures, pictures, pictures. So NGC 2763 in Hydra. I think I saw this before. Oh, okay, so this is just a drawing. See, some people photograph, others sketch. So that's pretty cool too. You know, it's pretty awesome. He thinks he's seeing, some detail in there too. Nice. All these posts were still from just this afternoon. As I said, this is a very, very, very active form. It's awesome. It's awesome to see, you know, this kind of a thing. It gives me a lot of of comfort, um, in knowing that these folks are out there, and eventually they will find this live stream, and they will latch on. You know, just like you folks who are watching live now, and you know the folks who watch this later in the evening or later in the day because you know the time isn't all that great. Here's M65, M66. This is the so-called Leo triplet. I was having a problem with my camera, ending up, wow, getting a new main board. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? So these are a couple of galaxies in Leo, M65, M66. I don't know which one is which. But let's larger version here. Ooh. So not too bad. You can see this one, it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like maybe there's a bar either this way or this way. It's so much on edge, right? You know, these spiral galaxies. Uh, Wondering if there's a program like Flux, um, to let you retain night vision. Um, I've never heard of Flux. Um, Never heard of Flux. And Samantha, for the kind of work that I'm doing, I don't need my eyes to be dark adapted because I do everything with a CCD camera. You know, I commit all the cardinal sins when it comes to um, 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 nighttime observing. Okay, I've got a white flashlight. I go in and out of doors. You know, changing my dark adaptation constantly. Uh, yeah, but for me, that doesn't matter because I'm collecting data. I'm not using my eyes to look. So not a problem as far as I'm concerned. I do turn my monitor red, um, just just because it is a lower light level. I definitely try not to, you know, point the telescope towards, you know, the monitor or anything because yeah, you know, I don't want any extraneous light or anything getting in there. I want light from my target and from the sky, and that's it. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna have to look into Flux because I've never heard of that. So yeah, it's some kind of program that runs on your computer, and it sort of projects some kind of a thing onto the screen. Is that the idea? Never heard of it. Interesting idea. Anyway, this is a pretty good shot. Again, you know, if you sort of dig into the details here, you can see that there's some funny stuff. There's some funny stuff around these stars. So, but you know, who cares? Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Absolutely fab. Nice shot. Not quite sure what's going on up in this corner. There's definitely not anything there. Um, you know, in terms of an object or anything. So, but yeah, not bad. Too bad. Let's see, good job. How are your skies there in Florida? or actually alters the output color balance of the computer. Um, F.lux. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. It's interesting idea in order to improve or keep your night vision. So here's another, okay, well okay, this is another sketch. Let's look at Jupiter Ganymede, April 8th from AZ. I assume that's Arizona. Another Arizona person. Um, you know, Samantha, are you on my Discord server? Because if you aren't, you should be. um, and I have a link to that down in the description of this live stream, so you can find it that way. If all else fails, why don't you email me the the link to cosmiclettuce at gmail.com, and I'll post a link there. Okay, I thought you were. I thought that you were over on the server. So yeah, post it there. Put it anywhere you want. I don't care. Put it on the live stream. I don't care. Just put it on one of the channels there, and then we'll be able to see it from that point. So that's a pretty good shot of Jupiter and Ganymede, apparently. Also got the great red spot there. Nice detail, nice color. Pretty good. Pretty good. At least you're able to capture it. I missed out due to clouds and a nasty breeze. Nice image. Um, Beautiful image, soft and detailed. Nice result. Did he stack these or anything? There's no detail here. Sometimes they post their details and sometimes they don't. I'm gonna like this since I'm here. I should be liking all of these, huh? Dang. Jupiter slightly better seeing. Let's see what that one looks like. Can't believe it's a month away from opposition and still looks so lousy on my screen. Yeah, well, you know, got some. I'm not sure what's going on there. It definitely, that doesn't look like bad seeing to me. That looks like I don't know, bad tracking, bad stacking. Kind of hard to tell. See, that one looks a little bit better. Is that EO over there? These are some good shots. Look at these details. You can see these white spots here, and look at these equatorial bands. Look at the details in the equatorial bands. Isn't that cool? You've done a nice job. Uh, no doubt, I agree 100%. Emailed some Jupiter images to Dave when Jupiter was higher up. Haha. Flip between the top two images. I can't remember if I touched the focus or not. Yeah, it looks like there was a focus problem or something with that first image. Only thing that bothers me is the scope is 10 foot long, 16-inch, supposedly 0.99 Stowe ratio mirror. Well, yeah, I don't think he's understanding what Stowe ratio is there. Um, Pretty good. Pretty nice image of Jupiter there. Let's keep looking here for a while. I think this is fun. Again, all these were just posted today. I mean, in the past like 6 hours, right? Here's another Jupiter image. Great red spot right in the middle there, not bad. Look at all the turbulence and everything here. Look at that. That's just nasty. Nasty, nasty stuff. Beautiful though. Very nice. Yep. Cool. Thanks, Samantha. I will take a look at that. You guys are awesome. Definitely the kinds of viewers and participants that I want on this live stream. Venus 2018 in the evening. So let's see if there's any pictures here. I don't know. It just looks like it's a question about observing Venus. Venus is definitely quite visible in the sunset sky now, getting higher and higher every day. M101. M101's a pretty galaxy. Let's see what this person has done. Eric the Cat. Eric the Cat. Nice. Thought I would share the results of last night's imaging session. Likely will reprocess a few times to see if I can improve things. Nice. I don't remember if this is a planetary nebula over here. Don't remember what that little dude is. You know what? I'm gonna pull out my uranometria chart, and Uncle Bill, you can probably beat me to this, but I'm gonna pull out uranometria, my chart here, and I want to see if I can find M101. Yeah, I'd probably don't want to take the time to do it. I know it's in Ursa Major, but heck if I know exactly where it is. It's M81, M82. Let me see if I can just quickly find it. Let's zoom in on this image here. Wow, pretty good, pretty good. Again, we're seeing maybe some fuzzies around these stars. This actually looks like a galaxy. It doesn't look like a star. It looks maybe like an elliptical galaxy of some sort. But isn't that just absolutely fabulous? Good shot. Good shot. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it easily, at least. Let me go up one more. M101. Just wanted to see what that little fuzzy next to it. Oh, maybe it is a galaxy. Yeah, I'm seeing spiral arms there. Yeah, it probably is a galaxy. I could pull up Stellarium on my Linux machine and find it that way too. But I always I always tend to go right to the books when I do these kinds of things. 92. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to find it easily. not too easily. I know it's around like 12, 13 hours. There's M101. Okay, so I'm thinking that that's probably NGC 5477. Yeah, so on Uranometria, I'm seeing these two stars with the galaxy in between them like that. And this guy is over on the other side of the stars. Yeah, so my guess is that that is NGC 5477. Um, can I replicate the shot? Can I replicate the shot? It's aimed at M101. Um, yeah, Stellarium will definitely pop up something. Um, don't know if it pops up an actual, like, some kind of uploaded image, or if it's just like a graphic showing a galaxy. But all right, I think that we have had way too much fun, way too much fun, and so I'm going to stop sharing, and I think I am going to pop back in like that. And I think I'm going to get out of here for now. The sky is calling tonight. So I'm going to go out and spend, I don't know, at least a couple hours, a few hours uh, out there learning how to drive and collecting more data. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here for now. Plus, yeah, the mothership is calling. Take one more big swig of the dihydrogen oxide. Cheers. And I am going to wish you all a good evening and a good day. And I will see you again in a little less than 23 hours from now. It's 3:21 UTC. So yeah. We're gonna meet again here at 2 hours UTC, unless it's clear. If it's clear tomorrow night, then I'm probably going to be doing the same kind of thing. The thing that I need now almost more than anything else is I need lots and lots and lots of data. So if it's clear tomorrow night, I will definitely be out early, before the live stream, collecting calibration data again. So that will postpone this live stream for a little while. Um, Hopefully that's not a big deal. It doesn't seem to be. Um, I get back here, as fast as I can. I try in most of the things that I do to not hurry. I hate hurrying. I hate hurrying almost more than anything else. I hate to hurry. So, I'm I'm going to collect the calibration data I need. I'm going to mosey on in here. I will definitely try, um, to start up the live stream early and put up a little sign saying that I'm taking calibration data. Um, so yeah. Um, so if it's clear, it'll be postponed again. I'll send something over to Discord as well, to let you all know that there's going to be a delay. So if it's clear, there's a pretty good chance, and then I'm going to be out again collecting more data, more data. All right, so I'm going to get out of here for now. Have a great evening, a great day. I will see you on the spin. Don't get dizzy. Don't get dizzy. hold on to your hats, right? And enjoy the nice, smooth ride. And check out cloudynights.com. It's an awesome site. It's really an awesome site. All right, I'm gonna get out of here for now. Peace, cheers, and all of that. See you tomorrow. Bye.